And we're live, and you're watching Richard on his phone.
Yeah!
So, hey, it is Sunday night, and so that must mean it's time for Learning with Lynn. So I'm Lynn Huber.
And I'm Richard.
And this is Richard. So thank you for being here today. If you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so we know you were here. So today we are going to talk about weathering the COVID storm in your Avon business. We've talked about this before, but you know, this storm seems like it's going to go on a little while longer. And so I thought maybe we'd talk about it some more. Hi, Denise. Good to see you. So I'm going to move some things around here. I'm going to share my screen. There you go. Now you can see my screen. Hi, Julie. Hi, Karen. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So what we're going to do is, first off, this is onlinebeautybiz.com. This is where I do all my training for my team, and all representatives are welcome here. If you're brand new, you should start at the top where it says Getting Started. And that will walk you through everything from how do I get paid, how do I find an order on my website, how does this all work? It's all there in the Getting Started. On the right-hand side here, you'll see sign up today to receive our newsletter. This is if you are not on my email list, you can add yourself. And I send emails out, usually trainings on Monday and Wednesday, and then Friday is usually like upcoming, like what's happening this weekend, like if we're having a live or whatever. Also, there might be occasional other emails for things like Facebook parties and stuff that you might be invited to if you're on that list. Right below that is a search. So you can search for anything you need, just type it in there. And then below that is categories. So like if you are looking for how to build face-to-face sales, or how to do Facebook parties, or how to do fundraising, you'll find articles in here based on the category. So if you're on a computer, this is like a two-sided thing. You know, the main part of the blog is on one side, and then on the other side you have that sidebar, this sidebar right here. If you're on your phone, that sidebar just moves and it's underneath the main part. So there's like 6, I think, posts on the main page. And so if you're on your phone, just scroll down to the bottom and you'll find that sidebar underneath. So Karen is having a hard time putting her books out. Well, Karen, get busy. I know you're probably talking about COVID. I'm just teasing you. So let's get to it. So today we're talking about weathering the COVID storm in your Avon business. So we click on that post. And, you know, COVID has definitely put a damper on our business, right? But it's not just us. It's not our business. It's businesses everywhere. I mean, some cities and states are locked down. Some aren't. You know, we're all in different states and different cities in the country. And so we're all in different situations, but even so, there's all kinds of curveballs being thrown at us and our business during this crazy time. So we're going to come back to that in 1 second. But first off, I want to talk about our simple system. You know, growing your Avon business is really pretty simple. There's just 4 main steps. Number 1, prospecting for new customers and recruits. Number 2, getting a brochure. Whether it's paper or digital, doesn't matter, to every customer, every campaign. Follow up with every customer that you gave a brochure to before you place your order or before the campaign ends. And then you take their order or submit it to Avon and deliver it, or they place their order online and Avon delivers it. It's just those 4 steps, and then rinse and repeat. It's just that simple. And so we have systems set up for that. We'll talk a little bit about them tonight. We've talked about them a lot, so I think most of you who are on right now at least know, but you know, maybe there's some new people, right? So this is our daily 8 system that we use, and you can print this sheet. I should have turned on the program. The program has to load. This is our daily 8 system. It's actually like 8 pages, 9 pages, but really, the pages just give you training and stuff like that, but really the one you need is page 2. And then you just write in the top of the week of, so like if your week starts on Sunday, it would be today's date. And then the days of the week that you're going to work, put those dates in there. And, you know, so I have the way the daily system works is that you, instead of working 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day, you're working on getting 8 points a week for 40 points a week instead of working a full-time job. If you do that, if you can work on getting 8 points a day, 5 days a week for 40 points a week, you could build an online business. I mean, you could build an Avon business that will rival a full-time business, a full-time job. So it just depends on how much you want to put into it. So you can work whatever days you want. If it's Monday through Friday, put those dates in. If you want, like, say, Wednesday off, then put Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever it is. If you want to work over the weekends and take the weekdays off, put those dates in. It doesn't matter. And you're just going to give yourself points for doing these things. So prospecting for new customers and recruits, that's probably one of the most important things of your business. So I'm going to give you a point for every name you collect. That means you go out and you meet new people and you get their contact information, right? Same thing for prospecting for people that might want to sell Avon. You talk to people as you go about your day and you get their contact information. And you can get 1 point for every name you get because that's actively building your business. If you're brand new, one of the things you'll want to do is create a list, and I have other posts that talk about that in more detail, but you want to create a list of everybody you know, and then you're going to work through that list. And so when you work through the list, it's not a, hey, want to buy Avon from me. It's not about pushing yourself on them. It's not about trying to get them to buy. It's more about giving them a call or texting them or whatever, saying, hey, Mary, guess what? I just started my own Avon business. Would you be interested in seeing a brochure? And if they say yes, great, get them a brochure. And then you can add them 1 point for them because yes, they want to receive a brochure and you have their contact information. I think you already have it if you contacted them, right? But if they say no, then hey, no worries, because not everybody is a fit for our business. And I want you, especially if you're new, I want you to understand that. Because they say no doesn't mean you need to get your feelings hurt. It doesn't mean that they don't like you. It doesn't mean that they're not going to be your friend or your cousin or your brother. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. The only thing that doesn't happen is you don't give them a book. It's just that simple, right? So you're going to work through your list of hopefully 200 people that you come up with on your list. And once you get through that list, now you need to get outside of that list and you need to start meeting new people. And a lot of the people that are on this call that I can see right now are in the process of looking for new people. They've been with Avon for a while already. So that's the prospecting. And then 2 to 3 days after you've given them that book, whether it's digital or a physical brochure, it doesn't matter. You're going to quickly text them or call them or Facebook message them or whatever and just say, hey, just checking back with the book I gave you the other day. Was there anything I can help you with? And then now you're plugging them into your system. As soon as you got them, hopefully you plugged them into your system. And now you're going to get a brochure to every single customer. You're going to do a follow-up before the end of the campaign or before you place your order. And then and you're going to do all these things. This is all part of being in a business. The follow-up is just as important. If you don't follow up, if you give them a book or text them a book and you don't follow up, there's probably 90% chance you will not get an order. 90, maybe 95% chance. We're busy. We're all busy. And even though everybody's home, a lot of people are home right now, they're even twice as busy because they're trying to be mom and teacher and do their work all at home at the same time for those that are working at home. And, some people are unemployed. Maybe they're not as busy, but it's a crazy time. And even without the pandemic, it's a crazy time. So work through this list and give yourself points. That's our daily 8 system. Did you have something you want to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're going to talk about other things tonight, but really, this is the key right here. The daily 8 is the key of you regimenting yourself to help grow your business and to come up with systems that automate your business, and that will help you grow your business. This really is key to us thriving, I think, during COVID. I mean, we still go out and we have opportunities that we do meet people, but it's not as often as before. But because we've created all these systems, we have all these names and numbers and people to follow up with that we can ensure that we get orders in.
Yeah.
This is really the daily 8 is really critical to helping you move forward in your business.
The daily 8 is critical for you growing your business, and the systems we teach to follow up and get a brochure to everybody are critical for you to maintain your business and to keep it going, right?
Yeah, it's not easy, but like I say, if you regiment yourself and you do small things every day, it builds up. I say this and other things. It's if you can get 1 customer a week, by the end of the year, you have 52 new customers that you didn't have to start the year. And it may not sound like much, but it's slowly growing your business. And if you're growing a team, the same thing. If you can get at least 1 person on your team every single week, you would have 52 new team members on your team, and that could really grow your business. So it's those small little steps that exponentially grow your business.
Well, imagine if you got a new customer every day.
Yeah.
One new customer every day.
You got
That's
five a week.
52 weeks times 5.
Yeah, you have 250, 260 customers.
Now, they're not all going to order every campaign, but that's why you need more. That's why you need a lot, right? So you guys have all heard us. We've gone through the follow-up all the time. I mean, many, many times, but this is the daily 8. You can click right here to print this sheet. There is on the right-hand side under categories, there is a category for your daily 8. So everything that's tagged as daily 8 will be in that link. So if you ever need to find more, or if you want to find the sheet or whatever, you can get it there. Also, we have here, click here to log your weekly numbers. So we will support you. We're here to support you whether you're on our team or not. Everybody, if you're an Avon rep and if you're part of our group, we are here to support you if you want to work this daily 8 with us. And so by clicking on that link, click here to log your weekly numbers. It takes you to a form. It's just a Google form that you fill out with your name and your email and the campaign number, and then how many points did you earn this week? What were your wins? What did you not do so well? And what tips do you have any tips for how to grow your business during social distancing? It's really simple. It's not like any big deal. And the only thing I ask is that you be honest with yourself, because I don't care. I really don't. I mean, I'm sorry. I love you guys. But if you actually got 8 points and you told me you got 40, I'm going to recognize you for 40, but how's that going to help you? Because I don't really care how many points you got. I'm going to recognize you for what you told me you got. So just be honest with yourself. Be honest that, hey, I'm actually taking the steps. Take that sheet, take that daily 8 sheet right here, print it off. You only have to print the 1 page, and keep copies of it and put it on your desk. So every single day you're checking off how many points you're getting. It makes things so much easier. And plus it's more front of mind because you're checking it off. You're doing the things. And then submit this form to me, and I will probably send you a card. I will probably recognize you in the Online Beauty Biz Facebook group. I will be here to cheer you on. That's all it is. That's all it is. I'm here to cheer you on and help motivate you.
Yeah, we'd love to recognize you, but really the key on here is, like Lynn said, it's your wins and losses during the week that make a difference to you, not to us. I mean, they could help us too. I mean, if you write them in there and we could pass them on to other people to have wins and losses. But that's the key to life. If you do something and it works, you're going to say, "Ooh, I'm going to do that again." You know, it's pain or pleasure kind of a thing. And if you did something and then it created a new customer and she was really good and the way you did it, whatever it was, that's great. And if you did something wrong, that's even better learning experience, because we've learned that, ooh, I don't want to do that again. I'm not going to touch fire again. That plate was hot. I'm not going to touch that again and never do it again.
But that's why we ask you, what were your wins and what did you not do so well? So when I ask you here, what did you not do well and how can you do better next time? I'm not asking you to beat yourself up. I'm not asking you to, I'm not going to beat you up at all. I guarantee you I'm not going to beat you up. I'm going to cheer you on.
We probably made the same mistake.
But the fact that you took the time to think about it and you came up with, wow, well, I probably could have done better at this. Guess what? Just the fact that you took the 2 seconds to figure that out, you're going to do better next week. That's what it's all about, right? And then we have our Online Beauty Biz Facebook group. I think you're probably all in this group, but if not, please be sure to join, okay? So that link is on there too. Hi, Cindy, good to see you. So today we're going to talk about weathering the COVID storm. So, you know, when COVID first hit, Ohio shut down the whole state, which immediately closed down Avon's warehouse. Those of you that were around then will remember. Hi, Anitra. Where's my dinner? But, you know, I mean, when COVID first hit and we had the shutdowns, Ohio, they were one of the first states to completely shut down, and that effectively completely shut down Avon. I think it was a week or maybe 2 weeks that Avon wasn't shipping, that we couldn't get any orders. And we didn't know when and if it was going to be open again. Although Avon broke their necks to do everything they could to get that warehouse back open, they showed Ohio that we were a necessary product and that this was was important, and they did a great job of that. And so they got us back open really fast, and so they quickly got us back to work, and we were established as an essential business. And about a week or so, you know, we were back open. But thankfully Avon took care of us. But I wanted to say, when I first started tonight, I said that all businesses are hurting. It's not just us. Do you know who I really feel sorry for right now? In Utah, and this irks me a little bit, but in Utah, the governor has shut down bars, basically saying that they have to shut down at 10 o'clock at night. So anybody who's ever been to a bar probably knows that they don't even really open until 9:30. People don't even show up until 10. And so by having to shut down, not be able to sell alcohol after 10 o'clock, it effectively put them out of business. But it put them out of business in a way that that's going to destroy them, because any other business that's shut down by the government, right? The state says, oh, we can't have nail salons open or restaurants open or whatever. They can apply for the PPP money from the government to assist them. But they didn't shut down the bar. They only said you can't sell alcohol after 10. So they effectively cannot apply for that extra money to help them. So I just think that's devastating. I think that it would have been better for the governor to just shut them down than to put a restriction like that on them, saying after 10 o'clock. It's not like I hang out in bars. It's just that I understand about business. I have a business, right? And I was shut down, pretty much I was shut down when Avon was shut down and not able to ship. And I just feel really bad for these bars. I feel bad there's so many people all over the country that are hurting, the businesses that are hurting. I don't know the number for sure, but I think I heard somewhere that 30% of businesses that are small business owned will not survive this. They'll end up out of business. And that's sad. I think there's a lot of direct sellers that won't survive it too, but it's
well, we're going to come up with ways you can.
Yeah, so let's talk about New Jersey bars close at 10 now also. Karen, I just don't think that's fair. I just don't. It would be better to shut them down completely than to say, oh, during your money-making hours, you can't be open.
It hurts them because the employees can't collect unemployment and et cetera. Just on and on it goes.
Because they're not closed.
Yeah, I just read an article. Yeah. It's kind of like telling farmers to only plant 20% of their crop every year and see how much money they make.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on.
But it's not only bars. I mean, there's so many people that are hurting.
Yeah.
So what we're going to talk about is act as if. So, right? So one of the most important things we can do for our business is act as if. That means, are you taking necessary precautions to protect your business without sticking your head in the sand? I have talked to a lot of reps. I've seen a lot of reps post on Facebook that they went out of business when COVID hit, that their business is taking a dump. And my response to that is, you stuck your head in the sand. I'm sorry. I know that sounds mean. I know that sounds cruel. But if you didn't take the precautions you needed to ensure that your business kept going and that it was still safe, then you stuck your head in the sand and you don't have a business. And so if you want to be successful, we have to pivot, right? So Avon pivoted, right? They immediately pivoted. They got the warehouse in Ohio opened and brought us some amazing pandemic type products. They brought us masks. They brought us gloves. They brought the hand sanitizer back. They even brought us like sweaters that have masks built into them, right? I mean, oh my gosh, you guys. So we need to do the same thing. Anitra says a lot of small businesses that have things my kids like have completely closed their doors. Yeah, that's really sad. That's really sad. But we don't need to close our doors, right?
We need to come up with workarounds, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So Avon stopped for a little while, but then those of us who continued to work, slowly started coming back. Now, are we back 100%? No. When I look at my sales and I look at my team sales, they are probably 70 to 75% of what they were last year. We're down 25 to 30%. But our business right now is up. Right now, like this month, it's up. And it's up because people are shopping online. People are not going to the stores. Richard and I do these breast cancer events in the mall, and we started those back up when some of the restrictions let loose. We started them back up in the mall. We wear masks. We're really social distanced. But I noticed we were there last weekend, on Black Friday weekend, and the mall did not have the traffic. They did not have the traffic you would expect on Black Friday weekend because everybody's shopping online. They're not going to the stores, or maybe they're not buying as much. But, Avon has a lot of products that are quality products at value pricing, and that's what you need to lead with right now, right? So we're getting more online orders, and we learned how to provide contactless deliveries to our customers. Right? And so we did things like we're providing those deliveries to our customers. So they give us their order over the phone, they Venmo us, or we use our Square to take their card. You can input it in, you can type in the number in your Square, or they can PayPal you the money, however you want to use it. You could even go on your Avon account and put their credit card in as a payment on your account, I believe. I mean, I don't do that, but I've heard other people say they do that. So there's lots of ways to take their money. Probably the best is Square or Venmo, or I think you can do it through Apple and through Facebook, even through Facebook Messenger. I think you can take payments.
And another thing I do is I just say, if you don't want to pay by credit card or whatever, you can pay by check. Just leave your check under the mat. Just leave it in an envelope under the mat, and I'll drop your order. I'll let you know when I'm coming by.
Except that most everybody has to pay up front for their orders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but you could go pick up that check if you need the money up front. We carry them. We buy our Avon, we put it on our credit card, and then we get the money back from the customers. That's our choice. I'm not suggesting you do that, especially if you're new. You need to collect the money up front.
Yes.
Because it's real common. I mean, it's not real common, but it does happen that you get somebody's order and you go to deliver it and they don't have the money. And we've had to return products to Avon or resell them or something. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens.
Yeah, it just makes it easier. The customer's eager to see the order if they paid for it.
Yeah. So they could leave a check under the mat. I mean, if you trust them and if you are okay, or if you have credit with Avon, if you've been with Avon a long time, you probably have credit. If that's a possibility, then yes, that's a possibility. Or they can leave a check under their mat and you can pick it up. But either way, then you've got the money, you go to deliver the order, and you just you let them know what time you're coming, text them or call them or whatever, and then you knock on their door, you put the order down, you walk away, and then you wave at them when they open the door. So there is no reason why you can't continue your Avon business, whether it's face-to-face or whether it's online, right? So what we want to do is act as if the world is not going to end. Mm-hmm. Act as if our business is not going to be destroyed, right? Let's take a look at the worst possible scenario and make a plan for it, and then work our way back from there. Things are not going to be getting better with the virus anytime soon. Even if they get the vaccines out the end of this year like they promised, or even if it comes in the next couple of weeks like they promised, they're still saying for the majority of us, we're not going to get that vaccine until summer or fall next year. So I don't expect 2021 to be a whole lot better than what we have right now. And the next couple of months are going to be brutal. The virus is crazy and numbers are sky high. So what you have to do is you have to say, okay, this is going to be hard. We know it's going to be hard. So make a plan and work back from there. So Karen says, I wear my pink Avon mask everywhere, and I bring my vanilla hand sanitizer and give them out. Yes. We give the hand sanitizers out as gifts to our customers in their order. I mean, you can buy them right now, buy one, get one free. Mm-hmm. So if you can afford to do that, that's what we do. We give them to our customers as a thank you in their order. And then if they like it, which I'm sure they will because we have amazing hand sanitizer, right? Then they'll order them, right? So, right now we're facing the worst numbers in the crisis in terms of new cases and deaths. And so it's not going to be released until the vaccine comes out. It's not going to be summer. It's not going to be until summer or fall 2021. And so, how are we going to weather this storm without letting our businesses shut down? Well, the first step is not wait. Get to work now. If you already did wait, if your business went away because you didn't do anything, then get back into action now. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be on you. Okay? So get to work now. Some people say we should be ready so that when the pendulum swings back, you can come out and get back to business. I think that's a mistake. I think if you wait for that pendulum to swing back, you wait until summer or fall of 2021, you're going to be way behind the curveball. You're going to be way behind, right? If we want to have that successful Avon business we've been working on, you can't wait for the pendulum. You need to continue to work your business. We need to continue to build now. We might not build as fast as we would if we did not have a virus there, but we need to continue. You guys, most of you know this. Richard and I walked away from Avon for 6 years. We didn't quit. But we didn't touch our Avon business for 6 years, and Avon continued to pay me every 2 weeks like clockwork. Every campaign, they paid me my commission, my team leadership bonuses like clockwork. But over the 6 years, my business shrunk slowly, just slowly. And now when we came back, we have to work so hard to get it back to where it was. And so it's the same thing with this virus. Don't just let it go and don't do anything with it, because your business will suffer. It will go down. And in the meantime, your customers will go to me, or they'll go to Karen, or they'll go to Anitra, or they'll go to whoever's working their business, and you'll lose your customers, and it's not likely you're going to get them back. So it's really, really important. Anybody who's continuing to work their business and adapting as necessary, that's acting as if. We're acting as if. If you're huddling in place, waiting for the virus to go away, you're going to be left behind. So how do you act as if? Okay, well, that's a great question. We're used to getting out there and meeting people, right? And so we're getting out there and giving out brochures and collecting contact information. And I think that's what Karen was saying that she's struggling with. So what we want to do, though, is we want to act as if people still need Avon. So we're going to follow our normal automated systems. We're going to use Campaign Mailer to mail brochures. We're going to use Project Broadcast to text reminders to every person, either before we place our order or for our Avon book list. And we're going to use Dial My Calls, the reminder voice list, for anybody who we don't have anybody for who we only have a landline, right? And then here's a link right here to our automated system. So if you're not sure how to do that, I have this link. It will take you into how to set all of this up, right? And yeah, sure, we have to make some changes in our business, but that's part of acting as if. So I make it a point to send cards to my customers. If you click on this link, it will take you to send out cards, and it will let you send a free card on me if you want to. That's totally up to you, if you want to do that or not do that. If you decide to join Send Out Cards, I'll earn a little bit off of your cards. It's not much. It's like pennies off of each card. But I just need to tell you that up front, right? But I send cards to my customers to show support and remind them that they're not in this alone. If I haven't heard from them for a while, I send a card saying, I hope you're doing okay. We miss you. Just thinking about you. Or, of course, after every order, we send a card. After every online order, we send a card. The ones we deliver, we put gifts in their orders. But even then, we're going to send Christmas holiday cards. We're sending cards. I kind of basically go through my database of my customers, and I just work through it alphabetically, and I send so many cards a day. And I do the same thing with my team. And so I'm kind of working my way around back to them. But I send cards. I believe it makes a huge difference. And with Send Out Cards, you can make your own custom cards. You can say what you want in it. You can add your own pictures, whatever. So that's what I do, right? Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. And Anitra says that the hand sanitizers were part of her daughter's.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again, please?
No, sorry. My phone thought I was talking to it. She says the hand sanitizers were part of her daughter's birthday giveaway. Awesome.
And Anitra says, yes.
And Anitra says, thanks for my birthday card. See, I send cards.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. So yes, it's clear that some things that we were doing to market our business before COVID doesn't make sense anymore, right? And some of our customers' buying activity and mindset has changed since the pandemic. I have one customer that used to order $100 to $200 every campaign. And she went away the minute COVID happened. She's in the hospitality business, and her job, she immediately got laid off. And then halfway through, she got fired, terminated, or whatever. I mean, she was laid off at first, and then they made it final. And so I lost her as a customer. She was big customer. She was probably my biggest customer, and I lost her. She hasn't come back yet. I know she's gotten another job, but I think that she makes a lot less money. And even if she were to come back, her orders would be a lot smaller, but she hasn't come back. But and so, you know, people's their buying activity and their mindsets changed, right? Some of your customers are just like mine. They don't have the money to buy anything. They're saving their money, right? Or maybe they have other things on their mind, or maybe they're not going to work, so they don't need makeup. You know, I don't know. Lots of things have changed, right? But let's do some things that you can do now. Let's look at some things you can do now to be prepared of and still take care of your business now, right? So right now, the only thing that's holding us back in our Avon business is we're not able to go out in public and in large groups. For me, my breast cancer events does allow me to at least see some people. They come by and they pick up books, and we have a Google form, again, on an iPad, where we let them put in their information to receive brochures from us. It's all, you know, we're socially distanced between everybody who touches it. We sanitize the iPad. But unless you have something like that, it might be hard for you to meet new people, right? So it puts a crimp in your business. But there's still other things that can be done that, you know, that can help ensure that this doesn't put you out of business. So if you don't slow down, your business will continue for now. And if you can keep it going, keep it moving, then as soon as everything is open again, your business will take off. You know, it's like that law of momentum, right? Is that what it's called? I think Einstein or something. Something that's moving will continue to move. Something that's stopped will stay stopped, right? And so even if it's moving slower than normal, at least it's moving. As long as it's moving, it's got that momentum. And as soon as things open up, then it will take off. And that's what you want to keep doing with your business. You need to keep it moving. So don't slow down, right? If you do slow down, you're going to have a really big lag of getting going again once the country's open. And I talk about momentum in here. Gee, I should read my article before I talk to you.
Okay, I alluded to it, you know, last week or the week before. It's kind of like going on a diet. If you go on a diet, you do really good, you lose 30 pounds in 1 month. That's great. And then you celebrate and you get off the diet. And the next month you gain 30 pounds. You're right back at square one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's
you got to keep
and
moving.
It's being consistent.
Yeah,
right?
consistent.
So hygiene. So yeah, we can go out and congregate in groups. We're still able to provide our customers with the same service. So just like we talked about just a minute ago, you can still collect payment electronically, drop their order at their door. You don't have to have personal contact. We've gone back to doing the breast cancer events. We set up a table, we use hand sanitizer, we wear masks and all of that, right? Going back to the original days of selling Avon, when Richard and I first started, we didn't have the time to build our business, and we were both working 60, 70 hours a week, and I was commuting 3 hours a day, an hour and a half each way to work. And I got permission from a Kmart to set up a table outside on Sunday afternoons. And so we did that on Sunday afternoon and just talked to people who came by. So that might be something to think about again, is that you can do a breast cancer table. You can use breast cancer as a way to get in. That's what we do at the mall. We use breast cancer as a way to get in. And if you're sitting outside, now again, I understand, depending on where you live, it might be awful cold. Okay, I understand that. If depending on where you live, it might be something you could do, right? But if you can do that, if you can set up a breast cancer table outside of a restaurant or a store, wear a mask, that might be a way for you to meet people and give out books. You know, you got to be safe. But there's a link here where you can learn more about that. And then your customers can order from your online store. So really be promoting your online store. Anitra says, my birthday's actually Tuesday the 8th. It's not belated yet, but thank you. We're talking about Anitra, you guys, back here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But so yeah.
Let her eat cake.
So maybe, it's not going to be so easy to get brochures out. The big key is maybe work with a digital brochure. You know, you are probably still doing grocery shopping. Some of you might be having it delivered, whatever, anything like that. But if you are going through the check stand, you know, have somebody set up a deal so you can say, hey, let me text you my digital brochure. Can I get your number? And you could do this, like even in the check stand, you know, you have to hurry, but you know, we have this really cool digital brochure with Avon. You can like literally browse through it just like a regular brochure, but you can do it on your phone. Would it be okay if I text it to you? And then they give you their name and their phone number and you text the digital link to them. That's one way to do it. That way you don't have to touch anybody. You've texted them their link. Now you have their information, so you can add them to your digital book list, and you can keep building that, right? So that's a way to do it. Avon can save you time and money because your customers' orders will be shipped directly to Avon. If you want all of your online store orders to be shipped by Avon, here's a post that talks about representative delivery versus direct delivery. I believe, and this is 100% according to your preference. There's no right or wrong, okay? But by default, Avon sets up your website to say, let your customer choose whether they want representative delivery or direct delivery. If they choose representative delivery, it shows up in your cart on Avon Now, and then you add it to your next order, and then it's delivered to you and you deliver it to your customer. If they choose direct delivery, obviously they pay for it. Avon ships it directly to them. The way I see it, if they're on my online store already, why not let Avon ship it directly to them? And so I have my store set up to be always direct delivery. Nobody can choose representative delivery. If they want me to deliver it, they can still go to my store. They could put items in their cart, and then they could print screen it and send it to me, or they could just text me or send me print screens of images or whatever and send it to me, and I will place their order. But they can't submit it to me from my online store.
The real thing is that we have customers all over the United States, and we don't know when somebody's going to find our website and go on an order. And if they could order for representative delivery, they might live in Dallas, Texas, or New York City. And as much as I'd love to go there and deliver it to them, I'm not going to, because that's a little bit away from Salt Lake City.
We've had that happen.
Yeah,
we've had that happen a lot. Or even they've been in American Fork or Provo, which is, 40 minutes to an hour away, but it's just a little bit farther than we want to deliver. And so we just took the choice away. They can only order direct delivery. So if you want to look at that, here's a post right here, how to set up your store to make this happen. The post explains the difference, shows you how it works, and then you can decide how you want to do it. And then you can immediately start sharing the digital Avon book with everyone on your contact list. This link here, sharing the Avon digital book, shows you the two different brochures that Avon has available. The digital brochure is the custom one that's got automation and videos, and it's really cool. And then your regular online brochure is one they can scroll through page by page. Personally, I would rather look at the page by page one, because I feel like with the digital one, they're only seeing certain products. They're not seeing everything we have. But both options are available to you. You can use them both. And this post right here explains how to do that, explains the difference and how to share them. And then you can instantly share your digital Avon book from your phone, and this tells you how to do that. Sherry says another thing you can do is you can put your books in an Avon bag so as not to spread germs, just like in the business. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. You can put them in an Avon bag, right? So the most recent current Avon catalog is always on your Avon online store, and it's 100% free for you to use and build your business. And so you can find it by going to your online store, which is youravon.com/your-ID, and then clicking on brochure, shop brochures. And if you haven't set up your online store yet, here's instructions on how to do it. Go to My Office, Web Office, Online Quick Setup. That's from Avon Now, okay? So let's talk about find new ways to connect with customers, right? Go live on Facebook. People need to see you and what you're doing. Anitra, that's for you. And Karen, I think Karen was afraid of Facebook too. Go live, you guys. I know it's scary, but I promise you the first time you do it, once you do it once, you'll find out it's a lot easier than you thought. Seriously. So just do it. Go live. Start working on your Facebook business page if you haven't done that already. Build it out. Put in the more fill out the descriptions of the about me and the links to your website and all of that. Add Zoom to your arsenal. Zoom is fast becoming the default video conferencing app. You can get it for free here. There's a link right here. And the free version is plenty to help you get started. Send a greeting card to let your customer know they're on your mind, right? I look for pictures that people post on Facebook. Actually, I got this from Lisa Wilbur. She calls it Facebook espionage. So, people will put pictures on Facebook, they'll say, "Oh, look at my son. My son had a baby. I'm a grandma." And they post pictures of that. Take that picture from Facebook, put it on the front of a card, and send them a card. "Congratulations, you're a new grandma." People love it when you do that. And so that's great. And if you don't want to send out cards, or Pixingo is another one we use. If you don't want to do that, then keep some note cards handy. You can write them personally if that's what you prefer to do, right? Send out cards makes it really easy, though. I think once you start using send out cards, you're going to fall in love with it. So you can click here to learn more. Anitra, Karen says, "LOL." You chicken. And Anitra says, "I did it once. I was a wreck." You did it, Anitra. Come on.
You're still alive.
You're still alive. You're still beautiful as ever. I saw that picture of you with the makeup on. Come on. And you know what? You can do more of that too. If you don't want to do live, Anitra, go find Anitra's Facebook, because she did a picture saying, "Hey, I haven't worn makeup forever because of COVID, and I wore it today." And you know what? That's another way to do it, right? Okay. Attraction marketing. So until this pandemic has run its course, opportunities for vendor events and home parties for sure are limited. That means you're going to have to promote your business online. So the way to do that without seeming pushy or spammy is attraction marketing. So go through the Avon social training and learn how to share the real you on social media. If you haven't already, be sure to join Avon's official Representative Social Selling Facebook group and watch the replays of the Facebook Lives that Scott Kramer and the Brains did. I think they're still there. They're in the Avon U for sure. And then the Avon USA Representative's Facebook page, I believe it also has some videos and trainings on it. And then care packages. Give little gifts to your customers. Let them know you're thinking of them. Like I said, I've been giving them hand creams and homemade face masks. We've just now started giving them the hand sanitizers. I mean, I know they're a little more money. They're $3.99, but buy one, get one free makes them $1.50 each, less your discount. So we're not talking a whole lot of money, right? And Avon carries masks. So those are also great. To give it gifts.
Yeah, when I delivered the order, I tell the customer, I said, each one of your orders is always like the Cracker Jacks box. There's always a special prize in there, because you got to have something special to start your day. So they always look forward to that, and they comment on it.
Anybody who's young probably has no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
is Cracker Jack still there?
Yeah, it's still out there.
It's still there. And they do still have prizes in there, right?
Yeah.
They used to be better, though.
Yes.
So, and then you guys make sure to offer the Avon opportunity. You don't realize what you have in your hand. Somebody can sign up right now for free. For free. What are you waiting for? Get them signed up, right? Because as this crisis lengthens, more and more people will suffer financially. Hours will be cut, jobs lost, at least temporarily. We were talking about the bars earlier. The waitresses, they're not making tips, you guys. They're not even getting paid, because after 10 o'clock, they can't sell alcohol. So they are hurting. And you can give them an opportunity for free. They can sign up to sell Avon. You being the wonderful upline that you are, the wonderful mentor, I hope is going to give them some brochures to help them get started. And of course, train them and teach them how to share their digital brochure. And you can teach them how to make $3,000 in their first 8 campaigns. You don't think that would help somebody? That's huge. That's huge. And one thing, and I am doing a Build It Big coaching group right now. I'm teaching that. And one of the lessons that we just did recently, they talked about, be sure that when you talk to people, you tell them, I don't make any money for you signing up. I only get paid if I help you be successful. That kind of takes the pressure off. So that, because a lot of times people think, and a lot of times you might be afraid that they're thinking, oh, she just wants to make money off of me. But it's not true, because when you sign them up, you don't make anything, right? You only get paid if they sell something. And so you're not signing them up so you can make money off of them. You're signing them up because you have something that can help them. And keep that in their mind, because that's really cool. So be sensitive and compassionate. Don't come through as though you're like trying to capitalize on their hardship, right? Make it clear that you're offering an option to help them. And then, in fact, let them know you don't make any money. And then don't overpromise on your business opportunity, right? I mean, we teach them when I talk to people, I tell them they can make $3,000 in their first 8 campaigns. Of course, in order to make that money, they have to put effort in. They have to sell. Because if they don't sell anything, there's no money made, right? So don't overpromise. It's 100% up to them how hard they want to work. And they can, absolutely. I have reps that have made way more than the $3,000. And I have some that have made nothing, you know. Sherry says she puts candy in her orders, and they love that. See? So that's another way. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Put candy in there, and then they know you're thinking of them. You know, just a little thank you, right? So Sherry's Cracker Jacks is candy. So, and then I send a welcome kit to every new team member. So if you sign somebody up, you might want to click here on send a welcome kit. That takes you to my post about what to put in a welcome kit, right? It's just suggestions. You can do whatever you want, but I teach you what I do so that you can hopefully learn from it. And it's just what I do anyway, but that welcome kit is especially helpful during these times because it shows that you're not just out to capitalize on them, right? On their hardship, you're helping them. So for those that don't know, in order to sign up, all they have to do is go to your store. They just go to youravon.com/your-ID and click on Become a Representative. It's really simple. And if you are brand new, you have to wait 24 hours before you sign up a new representative because it takes that long for the computer to be ready to understand that they need to put them in your team. Okay, so if you're brand new, just signed up, wait 24 hours before you sign somebody else up. And then, you know, it's youravon.com, your ID. So mine is youravon.com/Lynn Huber. You're going to replace Lynn Huber with whatever yours is. So in case you're wondering, that's your, and if they ever ask what your reference code is, that's the same thing. Your ID is the same as your reference code. And then I talk about here, if you know, the best way is to have them click on Become a Representative from your online store, and then they can sign up. If you have them on the phone, you know, a lot of times people get lost between hanging up the phone and going to your website. It never happens. So if you have them on the phone or you're there in person, you can say, it's much better for you to say, hey, if you're ready, I can get you signed up right now, and then you do it. You do it. You go to youravon.com/your-ID, click on Become a Representative. You got them on the phone. Okay, how do you want your name spelled? What's your address? You just be a customer service rep and help them. You guys, I do this with customers even. I take their order for them and I place it for them. With them on the phone, they're telling me what they want. They're telling me what they want their password to be. I'm not creating any accounts for anybody that's not them telling me what their password should be and all of that. But I'm taking their orders. If they're, you know, I just had a customer in Florida. Obviously, I can't deliver to her, but she's old and she didn't want to do it herself, and so I did it for her. So, you know, while you're there, do it on the phone. And then if there's any problems, there's a chat function on the website, or you can call Avon Leadership. I'm going to need to change that because there's not an Avon Leadership number anymore. Avon, you just call customer service, the 866-513-2866. So I need to fix that. And you can even three-way your potential new representative into Avon customer service, and they'll help them get started. I've had that happen before where I've had a problem and I've three-wayed them in, and Avon took care of it, got them signed up right on the phone while I was there with them. So there you go. So if you're forced to self-isolate or your area's in lockdown, then make the most of the time you have, right? So work on growing your business online. I mean, I've done it. Richard said this last week. I've done it from a hospital room. When my mom, probably the year before she passed, she was in and out of the hospital over and over again. And I spent a lot of time in the hospital with her. And those systems allowed me to continue my business without skipping a beat. You know, I mean, because I put people in, as soon as I get their name, I put them into my system. And so then when it's time to mail brochures, I just go to campaign mailer, click, change what I want to say on the brochure, click, send, and pay. Boom. Done. When I'm ready to send the text saying, hey, my order's going in, let me know by Tuesday night if you want anything, I just go into Project Broadcast. I have a template already in there for, you know, hey, my order's going in. I just change the date on it, and I click send it to the group, boom, done. Takes me 1 minute. So having the systems, it makes it so you can work your business no matter where you are. We've done it from a cruise ship. We were on a cruise ship for 2 weeks and our customers never knew we were gone. So, you know, hit post again on how to automate those tasks. And then Having some time at home is also a great opportunity to increase your knowledge and do some self-development, right? Go through the training on Avon U. If you haven't already done it, go through that training, earn some badges, right? Find that now that you have the time, do it. Go back through the Avon USA Representative Facebook page and watch the live videos. And go through the Avon Facebook group and watch the videos, right? Be sure to watch any replays of any GoToWebinar trainings that Avon has offered. You can find the links on Avon Now under the business calendar and on Avon U under resources. That thing you've been putting off, if you were thinking about you wanted to start blogging or you wanted to start email marketing, you want to set up an email list, whatever, Instagram, maybe batching your social posts, now's the time. Now's the time to figure out how to do it. I know Sherry's been busy doing that, learning all kinds of new things, Sherry. Go girl. Because she's not, Sherry's not as young as some of us, and she doesn't know, she's not comfortable with the computer, but she doesn't let that stop her. She figures it out. And
Yep.
I love that about you, Sherry.
Yep. Work smarter, not harder.
So now's the time, if you want to start your blog, here's information how to do it. Click in here for details. The one thing I want to stress about a blog though, is it takes time to build a blog, like a year. You need a blog consistently, like say 3 times a week or 2 times a week, consistently for over a year before you're going to get any traction on it. So your blog is a way that you're building your future business, but don't stop doing your income producing activities while you're doing that. In fact, work on your blog on off times or when you can't be doing your person-to-person stuff, okay?
But commit to it, because there's nothing worse. You've probably gone to some websites and the information's 2 years old on there. If you're going to start it, finish it, keep it going.
And it
Keep
does
it
no
current.
good. It does
Yeah.
no good if it's not kept current.
Yeah,
And
'cause- Yeah, they go on once or twice and it's old information. They never go back.
it's
Yeah.
true. They won't come back
Yeah.
to your blog if they see that it's old.
Yeah.
Also, in order to rank on Google, in order for your blog post to start showing up, it needs that consistent effort of 3. I blog 6 days a week. 6 days a week on my blog. That's not counting the blogs that I do on Online Beauty Biz. And 6 days a week, every single week of the year. I'm now 3 years, 4 years, something like that into this blog. And I'm starting to get results. I'm starting to get recruits from that blog. I'm starting to get online orders from people that search on Google and they find me. But it takes time. It's not going to happen right now. But it is going to happen if you are consistent and you stick with it.
Keep going, Sherry.
Yeah.
She's just still trying to learn. Thanks.
Yeah. Awesome. And then remind yourself, this will pass. Okay.
Mhm.
It's going to be okay. Do your best right now with the crisis. But don't forget, it's not the end of your business if your sales are not what they were before this happened, because that is true for every single one of us. I mean, the people who are growing, there are people who are growing, but they were starting to grow online, I think, before COVID hit. And so they had that momentum going. And also people who are new or who were smaller, they have more room to grow. But the majority of us are behind this year what we were a year ago. But don't beat yourself up, and don't just keep going, right? Just act as if and continue on with your business. And then you're going to already be moving forward. And when this pandemic is over, your business will already be moving. You already have that momentum, and then you can launch, right? And after I'd been in business for quite a few years, I moved from California to Utah, and I pretty much had to start over. I kept a couple of customers. I do still have customers from California that order on our website. But when we started building in Utah, we had to start over, and we had additional problems because we don't go to the right church. I'm just going to leave it at that. So we had to find new ways to grow our business. But we did, and we're growing. We're growing like crazy. So, the good thing is you won't be starting from scratch, because as long as you act as if, then you're already going to have many of your customers that you've stayed in touch with throughout this time, and they will be back as soon as they have the money again, or they will maybe join your team if they need the money. You've got so much to offer them. So now is not the time to panic. We're fortunate with Avon that we can be flexible in how we conduct our business. So use the technology, stay connected to your team members, stay connected to your customers and your prospects, even when you're confined to home. Use the tools, use Zoom, use use your phone to do video, whatever. But most importantly, take care of yourself and your family and stay safe. So Karen says, now that we don't have that thing with the pics and videos we could share to Facebook, Pinterest, and our business page, I'm sort of lost. You know, Karen, you're talking about Avon Social, I assume.
Mhm.
And I totally get it, right? But Avon has done a ton of training on that. If we go to Avon, let me show you where this is. So log into your avon.com and go to Seller Central Avon Social Selling. Go there. And they teaches you about social selling, and make sure you're in that Avon social selling group. You probably are, because that's the group that used to be Scott and the Brains. It's the same group, so you're probably already in, but make sure you are. Talks about your digital catalog and all of that. But then it talks about, okay, you used to search posts from Avon Social. Now you can share a post from any page or product. And every one of these have links that say learn how, or it's easy, or see how. Go through this and do the training, because this is going to teach you how to build your business without Avon Social. Yes, I have a ton of money, and maybe they had decided that because of COVID or whatever, and their sales are down too. Maybe they decided, you know, whatever their reasons were, they don't get my permission, but whatever their reasons were that they did away with Avon Social, they did. But they are breaking their neck to teach us how to do it. So go through this. This is on Seller Central Avon Social Selling, okay? And we just had a training, and I actually taught this. It was a training that they did on Avon on a GoToWebinar training. It was called Intune or whatever, and they taught how to use the A boxes. You know, in the promotion tool, they're giving away right now in the promotion tool. Well, mine's down. I don't know if everybody's is down, but my promotion tool is down at the moment. But they were giving away, you could use the promotion tool to give away a free A box with a $60 order. You could give them a code. You could put your customers in and give them a code. And there was a way that you could use the, you could post on Facebook and say, hey, how would you like to get this for free? I have the ability to send this to you for free with your order. PM me your email address, because I have to send it to you in an email. And that's how you get your email list on Facebook. Let me see if I have where that post is. So it's actually really amazing. It was, I don't think it was very long ago. Why you need an email list to grow your Avon business. I'm pretty sure that's it. And this is my training, but Avon also did full-on training on this. So yeah, this is the promotion tool. So this is the one. It's called Why You Need an Email List to Grow Your Avon Business. That's the post you need. And come down here, and it shows you how to use the promotion tool to grow your business. And you can literally post on Facebook a picture in Avon Social Selling. If we go to their Facebook group, and you go to, this is the Avon Social Selling group, and you go to media, and you go to photo albums, and they have one called promotion offers. And there's nothing in there right now, probably because the promotion tool is down. Mm-hmm. But when I did this training, this was the promotion, was you get this A box for free with a $60 order, and it's a promotion that you give them a code for. And so you'd create a post on Facebook, and that image would be in Avon's Facebook group that you can download it. And like I said, they're not there now, but they will be back when the promotion tool's back up. And you can download this image, and you can post it on Facebook, and you can say, all of this is yours free with a $60 order, but first I need your email address so I can send you the secret coupon code. And then once you get their email address, you put them in your Avon Contact Manager, you know, from your web office, right? You put them in there, and then you add them to the promotion. Now that they're in your contact manager, Avon will send emails to them promoting your store. And you can add them to a promotion to send them a promotion. I'm pretty sure it was down last time I looked. Yeah, see, it says it will be back soon. So that, I loved it. Yeah, I know. And she says, I have off tomorrow. I will do that. Yes, promotion offers down. Yes. So Karen, go through that training though. In the Seller Central Avon Social Selling, all of you that aren't sure how to promote it, go through here because it really does. Share the sweeps. Avon has that sweepstakes now on the front of your online store that you can share. I've been promoting it. They have a new one every month. And when the customer signs up to be in the sweepstakes, they automatically go into your address book. So these are ways you can continue to grow your business online, even if you can't do it personally, face to face.
Yeah, this is something that we all need to do. And this is, you need to say to yourself, what do I need to know today to move my business forward? And whatever that is, find what you need to learn. We have all the training here on Online Beauty Biz, but go do the training. Do it today, or set aside time today or this week and learn how to do that. And I think the saying, I can't remember the exact saying, but it's basically preparedness meets opportunity, and that's why people are successful.
That's called luck.
That's
luck
called
is
luck.
when being prepared meets with an opportunity.
Yeah, and basically, if you know what you're doing and COVID hits, if you have an online business already started and COVID hits, boom, you're gonna succeed more than other people. And it's little things like that. But it's all about the different trainings. And you can't learn everything today. You're not gonna know everything. But what is it that you need today that you need to understand better to grow your business, and learn that today or this week?
Yeah, I just did a Facebook Live, my own personal Facebook Live just recently on growth mindset versus fixed mindset. And I talked about in there, someone who has a fixed mindset believes that, oh, this is my lot in life. I came from this, so I can't expect to have more. My family's poor, so I can never be more than that. Or
that's all the pity party.
Only have so many brains. I'm never going to be able to have more. I can't learn something. That's a fixed mindset and people who have a fixed mindset typically don't do well. They stay where they're at. They stay stuck because they believe that there's nothing they can do. And they're just, it is what it is. And woe is me, right? Then there's people that have a growth mindset. A growth mindset is your mind that believes that you can accomplish anything you want and you can learn anything you want. That's what we were talking about Sherry. Sherry has a growth mindset. Computers are alien to her, but you know what? She still keeps trying, and she struggles when she tries, but she still keeps trying, and she's going to get it. And so if you have a growth mindset, you can work through this and you can learn it. You could also go through to my blog, and you can go over here and you can look at online marketing and just kind of go through the posts about online marketing, how to do these things. Maybe not everyone will apply to you, but there's going to be stuff in there you're going to learn. And so that's it. Just get yourself, figure out, like Richard said, figure out what it is that you need to learn, what it is you need to become better at, and master it. And I guarantee you, if you keep growing and you keep learning more, and it's not just learning it though, you have to learn it and then put it into action. Because if you just learn it, it does no good at all. But you learn it and you put it into action. And you know what? When you first put it into action, you're probably going to suck. You're probably going to be terrible. Anitra thinks she did terrible on her live, but she didn't, by the way. She didn't. She did great. But the more you do it, the better you get at it. So if you become an expert at it, just keep learning and keep doing and keep doing and keep doing, and you're going to be so good at it, you're going to be amazed at where your business is going to be a year from now.
Yep. It's like riding a bicycle. We all had trouble in the beginning, but I think every one of us can get on a bike now and ride it no matter when.
Yeah. So that's all I have for you guys today. We might be dark next Sunday. I'm just giving you a heads up. It looks like we are going to have a chance to visit some friends, and that's the only day that we're going to be able to do it, but it's not confirmed for sure yet. So we might be dark. I'm just letting you know, but you'll get an email from me letting me know if we're going to be dark or if we're going to be here next Sunday. So if we see you next Sunday, great. If we don't, then just know we'll be back the next week. And you go out there and learn what you can, go through that social selling training, become an expert at it. Karen, you're going to be amazing at it. I know that already.
Yeah, be prepared, because 2021 is going to come, and it may be a slow start in the year, but like you say, if you've got a lot of things in place and COVID's still going on, you'll be in a better position than you are today to grow your business and get it off to a better start in come January through March or April.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, you guys, go out there, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, and we will see you soon. Thank you.
All right. Good night, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.